right now it's Sleaze time, presented by McDonald's. The best part about working at McDonald's is the people.
Oh, let's talk Yellowstone. Currently working on the final episodes, but is it with or without John Dutton? Yeah, I'm talking about Kevin Costner. You know, he ended up parting ways with the show before it could wrap up those difficult contract negotiations. But that said, Kevin seems open to returning to the show. Here he was on the Today Show promoting his upcoming movie, Horizon, An American Saga.
I would love to go back under the right circumstances. I think that all of us want, right? At this point, for me, it really needs to be the right circumstances.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Saying there's a chance. There's always a chance.
Dude, he wants to come back because he just lost his ass on all of his private money he put into that movie.
And Yellowstone was such a huge success. Still is. Let's see what happens. The final season split into 2 parts, with the final 6 episodes currently in production set to start in November.
But Tyler Sheridan's a huge-ass ego, and so it would benefit him also, right, if Kevin Costner came back?
Taylor and Kevin, let's get together.
Come on, guys.
Come on. Let's get on the ranch. Let's have a beer. I love this. It's a family affair for Eddie Murphy. His daughter and son-in-law are both in the new Beverly Hills Cop movie. He was telling Jimmy Fallon about their roles in Beverly Hills Cop 4.
That's my daughter that's arresting me. That's my daughter, Bria.
That's right. She's in the movie. Bria, great job. Gorgeous, by the way.
And her husband is in the movie as well. There's another scene where I get arrested and her husband tases me in the neck.
Oh, my God.
My son
kind of like that scene too much, right? Yeah, you go.
One of few movies that I can say will absolutely bring me in for a big fat bag of M&Ms and a movie.
I mean, how does Eddie Murphy go away and then come back and it's just as funny as ever?
Yeah, this movie's going to be massive and could be at least a box office star.
Talking about box office, wow. Inside Out 2 shattering the box office with $155 million. That is the biggest debut since Barbie. From Pixar and Disney, they needed that, Barnes. Wow, did they need that. Overtaking Dune, Part 2, Godzilla vs. Kong, The New Empire. So yeah, finally something is working at the box office. What better way to celebrate 20 years of Napoleon Dynamite than with some tater tots? Yeah, Jon Heder teamed up with the frozen potato brand Ore-Ida to release tot-protecting pants. You're like, what? Yeah, the pants resemble Napoleon's joggers, but with red tot-protecting pockets.
20 years later, still haunted by crushed tots. Give me some of your tots. Now from Ore-Ida comes tot-protecting pants. I'll eat as many as I want to, gosh.
Okay, not to bash, but is that really that big of a deal that this commercial, they think is going to do something?
Barnes, guess what? They're sold out online.
Yeah, but
Ore-Ida says they're going to restock them.
On. They made 10 pair. Let's be honest.
I don't know. Jon Heder says it's always fun throwing back on the jeans and the moon boots and the glasses. There's so many things that Napoleon liked or that he did. And I was like, yeah, a lot of things.
Was that big of a pop culture moment that he gets that treatment?
Well, I'm not a Napoleon Dynamite aficionado, but maybe somebody can help us out here.
I mean, it did if I remember 40 million-ish, 40, 50. I mean, that's not a massive...
But didn't it become this cult classic?
That's what I'm saying. Cult classic, does it deserve a mainstream ad? And will most people get it? That's all I'm saying. I mean, it just seems like they're really focusing on that moment. Maybe I'm just missing it. And that could very well be the case.
I know. Good for Ore-Ida, because they're sold out.
Tell me how many they made.
I don't know. I can look.
Quit grandstanding what they sold out. I think they did make 10 pair.
This has got to be one of the strangest things I've seen from over the weekend. Vladimir Putin got an Ultimate Father's Day shout-out and an invitation to hang out with Vin Diesel. What?
What the hell's that?
I don't know if Putin was on Diesel's mind, because in a really bizarre Instagram post, he offered to meet the Russian president for dinner in the Caribbean. He said, quote, "I saw warships off my country's shores. I'm not the Tucker type. As a father, my kids lived in that country. Putin, I will fly to the Caribbean." What? Do you think Vin was on mushrooms?
Something.
Come have dinner. Let's not let this foolish dictate the future. And then, of course, guess what? The post has been deleted. What is happening with Vin Diesel?
Maybe cocktails and social media, which is never a good mixture. I don't know.
Hey, I have a little story that's kind of close to where you are. The New York Post is saying that Halle Berry will carry the Olympic torch down a street in Cannes. Crozet? I don't know if that's how you pronounce it or not. Quote, a source says, quote, it'll be so amazing to see her carrying the torch. I guess it is, of course, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, but other celebs have done this in the past. Muhammad Ali, Ann Curry, Magic Johnson, Diane Sawyer, Sylvester Stallone. Pretty cool, right?
But where is Halle Berry doing this?
It says down a street in Cannes.
Okay, you dropped that S, Fram. Now, you are a Francophile now.
In Cannes.
Cannes.
But the street is called Croissette. Is that Crozet?
I don't know. But it's kind of cool. The torch is coming very close to me, I think tomorrow, midday at lunchtime in Ile-sur-le-Sorgue. You went to that city. And
I went to that market.
That Olympic torch is coming through. I'm going to try and get a sneak peek of it.
Please do. Are you a fan of Stranger Things?
I never got onto it. My wife loved it. My kids absolutely love it.
You know, I watched the first 2 seasons, and then it was kind of like, for me. But of course, it's huge. And season 4 was jam-packed with drama and action. Well, guess what? If you're a fan, you are in for an even bigger and more shocking ride in the 5th and final season. Jamie Campbell Bower, who portrays Henry on the show, stopped by iHeart's I've Never Said This Before with Tommy D'Addario, that podcast, and he said, if you thought last season was nuts, this season is just out of control, wild, like it's bonkers. What does that mean? I guess we'll have to find out.
For a year, they've been talking about it.
Yeah, he said it's completely insane. That's your Celebrity Sleaze.